Hey there, viewer! I'm back playing some more I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. We are currently in the pollen season of our third year here, and last time our dad got really sick from all this pollen in the air. They called it the shimmer. He was coughing and sneezing up pink gunk. It was really gross. Now let's see what this planet has in store for us for the rest of this year, shall we? Let's touch base with everyone first. Your holopalm passes with a message from Tang. Hello, Sol. If you're not occupied, could I ask you for your assistance in the lab? Thank you in advance, Tangent. Typical Tang, but her asking for help is something so rare that you can't help but head over right away. You find her hunched over a spectrometer, making notes on a holoscreen. Oh, you're here, she says, blinking rapidly. She looks like she's been awake for days, wrinkled, a little shiny, and with the wide-eyed look of someone who needs a cup of black tea. Okay, I'm guessing you're trying to find a cure for the shimmer. I do remember it was affecting more than just our dad. Okay, how can we help? I'm researching the shimmer, the respiratory illness some people report during pollen, she says. I'm loath to admit it, but I need your assistance. She takes 4 vials with swabs inside and puts them into your hands. I need recent saliva samples from both you and your father, she says. There must be a reason why he's so susceptible to the shimmer and you're not. You share half of your genetic code with him. There must be some marker we can compare between the 2 samples. Then, she continues, pulling another vial from a rack of test tubes. Administer these to yourselves, wait 3 days, and take the samples again. The test should be able to determine if anything in your body chemistry has changed. Tang looks at you very seriously, cutting through her bleary expression. There's something going on here, she whispers. Something really, really big. I've begun to realize this is about more than just curing a disease. She squeezes your hand so hard it almost hurts. Unlocking the secrets of the shimmer, who it affects and why, it could lead to a greater understanding of all life on Vertamna. And knowledge is more than power, Sol. It's control. Okay. She is a little bit of a control-obsessed human supremacist, but she's still our friend, so yeah, we're gonna help her. Thank you, Tang says. I've been researching so hard, I think my eyes are going to fall out of my head. And for what? Well, for the end of a debilitating disease is a pretty good reason, but Tang just shakes her head at herself before you can answer. We're at a disadvantage here, she mutters. We're fighting blind. We need to understand this planet if we're going to get it under our control. Okay, I think it's a little extreme. You're not really supposed to control an entire planet, but whatever you think would help us. Hey Dad, can we get started on that? Not with that. But we do have enough animal skill to help him. Let's keep that in mind. There was also this over here. Hey buddy. You slip through the colony gates, feeling the breeze from the mushroom forest ruffle your hair. You look around for this, but he's nowhere to be seen. Maybe he went to class today. Probably not. And we gained "This is secret" +2, if it's in the first or last pane. Pretty strong card. At this stage, as you're about to return to the colony, You hear what sounds like crying coming from one of the expedition vehicles. You pull back the tarp that keeps it from being blanketed with fungal spores and find these curled up in the cabin. He wipes his eyes and turns away. "Go away," he mutters. "Are you okay?" "I'm fine," This sniffles. "Just leave me alone." "No can do, buddy." "We're coming in." You pull back the tarp and slide into the cabin of the vehicle. This continues to cry, but softer now, as if he's trying to stop but can't quite manage it. His lower lip trembles. "You're lucky you have family who cares about you," he sniffles. "My mom is gone and my sister thinks I'm stupid." This is quiet for a long time, almost long enough that you begin to consider actually leaving him alone. Just before you do, though, he speaks. "I'm never gonna go back to class," he says. "I hate being around other people, and I hate doing schoolwork, and I double hate it when the teacher asks me questions. I'm not Tang. I don't know stuff like she does." This kicks at the console of the vehicle a few times, then bursts out into tears again, pulling at his hair. "I'm just dumb, okay? People ask me questions and I freeze up and I say something stupid. And then everyone laughs at me, even Tang." Tang laughs the hardest. This sobs. "She's embarrassed by me. I know she is. Today she just told me people would like me more if I stopped being so sensitive and immature." Well, we do need folks who use their hearts too. Plus, not everyone can be book smart, you know. Especially out here. In a colony, in the heart of the wilds, we do need people with practical skills, so maybe you can be that. This turns away from you. "See, even you think I don't use my brain," he sniffles. "Everyone always thinks Tang is better than me." "Okay, now hold on, I didn't say that." This wraps his arms around his legs and hides his face in his knees. "I hate her," he mutters. "Everyone thinks she's so smart, but she's just a big meanie. I hate everyone here. I hate being here. I just want to be left alone." Yeah, sometimes it sucks being the little sibling. Not that I would know. I am the oldest in the family, but I do know how the little ones feel. Okay, what should we do for this month? Don't have much kudos. Can't really buy anything. Anything with mom? Need organizing for that. Okay, that it is. You spot your dad looking longingly towards the forest. "You ever think about what's out there?" he muses. "There could be anything. We don't even know." He sighs and leans on his rake. "I'm stuck here, pushing dirt around." "You are the head of agriculture, my dude. It is what you do." Your dad is working with the float cows. One of them is sick and isn't producing enough urine as ballast, and it keeps wanting to float away. Your dad is building a spike so that he can tie her down until she feels better. Got some animal skills. Cute little sheepy. You hold on to the leash, feeling like a little kid with a balloon. A big, woolly, gassy balloon. It looks down at you with placid, unblinking eyes. You can see yourself refracted in them. Weird. Neat. Oh, and it was a one-time thing. We still need to do something. We are very close to hitting a milestone with bravery. And with animals. Okay, let's find something with bravery. We can play sports ball. Yeah, we can play sports ball. Let's do that. You play a good game today. It doesn't matter who wins or loses, so long as you played your best and had fun. Which is exactly what it should be like. Let's see, 5 kudos if total equals goal. Can we make it? Looks like we can make it. Almost. Oh, hey, here we go. This will work. Very nice. New perk acquired. Draw an extra card at the start of the challenge. The effect stacks. So I'm guessing these other milestones are going to be the same. Alright then. Okay. I feel like we have been outside quite a lot recently. So maybe let's stay inside for the rest of this year. A little bit of brain usage wouldn't be too bad. But for now, let's concentrate on getting the milestones that are the closest. It's going to help us in the long run. Oh, we can only shovel dirt here. Where can we deal with animals? Did we have one? We do have defense training. Not sure about that. Not here either. Don't need to relax right now. Well, I suppose combat training it is then. Part of self-defense is training your body so that it can be ready for any situation. The security chief has you running laps, jumping through tires, climbing walls and sprinting back and forth. He has this inverted anti-gravity pad that makes your limbs feel super heavy. When you do jumping jacks on it and then do them again in normal gravity, it feels like you could jump straight back up through the wormhole. It's exhausting, but not that different than sports boat training. Okay, and with a bunch of toughness, we can say this is a breeze. Otherwise, we would be getting our butt kicked. Well, no real use not leaning into our strength. This is great. It is good that Red actually challenges your body and encourages you to achieve peak condition. Not sure how peak condition would be for a 12-year-old, but okay then. And this is just a single stage challenge, okay. Okay, let's go with this. Yeah, these two are identical. What about this? Okay, doesn't matter. Still not top score. And we're entering dust season. I think so far, visually, this is my favorite season. Maybe just because it looks almost normal in its color scheme. Who knows? Okay, so this time, let's maybe go back to school. Get at least a tiny little bit of reasoning. You never got around to attending life sciences class before Hal died. It's a shame. He was so passionate about science. He probably would have had a lot to say about life on Vertamna. He was the teacher back on the ship. Who could possibly replace him? You take your seat in the classroom. There's no teacher here yet. You and the other students wait, exchanging awkward glances as time passes. Eventually, Chief Engineer Instance breezes through the door. She's accompanied by Tang, who takes a seat beside you, barely giving you a second look. Look who showed up, Instance snaps. With a sinking feeling, you know she's talking about you. Yeah, this is probably my first time here in this class. Oh well. Sol, can you even tell me what life sciences entails? Tang looks at you out of the corner of her eye, trying not to smirk. The study of life? Instance frowns. An empty cup waiting to be filled with knowledge, she mutters. Tang stifles her giggle, but just barely. Well, okay, but you're the teacher. You're supposed to be filling that cup with knowledge, so don't need to give me the second degree over it. Tangent stops you on the way to class. Sol, were you heading to life sciences? Good. I could use your help with something actually. I'm working with Chief Engineer Instance in the biolab. If you give me a hand with it, I'm sure she'll give you credit for the class. Sure, let's go. Honestly, admits Tang, we just need somebody to label Petri dishes and move them from the cooler to different machines. Hopeye could do it. I'd rather you not train a Hopeye to do that. Instance is staring unfocused at her hollow eye as she processes the results of the scans. Tang goes and stands beside her, pulling up the scan on her own hollow palm. They confer quietly while you wait. Sounds like they're studying the shimmer, the mysterious illness some colonists get during pollen every year, including your dad. Instance looks up at you, as if just noticing your existence. Ah, Sol, she says. We've been studying samples from some of the colonists who get sick during pollen, including your dad. Some of the stuff in his lungs. It's some kind of fungus. We think the shimmer is a form of reproduction, Tang explains. It's like a fungus trying to turn us into more fungus like it. It's really neat, actually. Don't know if that's the word I would use about it. I have seen The Last of Us. So, You sound like you like the fungus. I admire the mechanism, Tang corrects you. But we'd be much safer if surveyors just set fire to it all rather than trying to study it. Who knows what else is out there trying to kill us? Well, that would be everything. But you're not really going to get anywhere if you burn the entire planet down. Just saying. Oh, we're steadily gaining shimmer cures here. That can only be good. You spend the rest of the week helping them study the illness. Mostly, this involves following instructions and doing, as Tang loves to repeat, jobs a Hopeye could do. Nothing beats hands-on experience, though. This would be easier if we had an actual sample of the fungus, Instance remarks. They're working with some biological samples, a fancy word for snot, but according to them, the fungus is all mixed in with human cells. Instance has to spend a lot of time in word space trying to disconnect the two in her models. Okay, and where would that sample be? I suppose somewhere outside. Our most useful reports have been from foragers returning from the Valley of Vertigo, she tells you, where the pollen is thick all year. That might be a good place to start. Okay, good to know. I don't remember if we're actually capable of going out that far. Okay, this becomes two. Okay, I think this is as strong as I can make it. Almost. It's time for the third annual Vertomnalia Festival. It's that time already. Didn't even notice. You gather with your family in the colony square. Everyone takes a seat as Governor Udicott approaches the stage. She folds her hands and serenely addresses the crowd. "What a pleasure to address you all today as your governor," she says, looking as pleased as she ever does. "In under 3 years, we've built a colony of which we can be truly proud. While we've suffered hardships and losses, we remain standing, as always looking toward the future we are building together. Let us use this midsummer festival as a time to reflect on our many blessings," Udicott continues. "Fresh water, good food, healthy children, and a strong community." Udicott bows her head. "But first, let us remember Professor Halitosis." Are you kidding me? Hal's full name was Halitosis. I know this is a hippie commune, essentially, with weird names, but... Halitosis? I'm guessing he chose his own name there, so... that's on him. Professor Halitosis, who guided our children and kept our engines running for so many years. Chief Engineer Instance will be filling in, with help from our ship's AI congruence, until someone can take up the mantle that rested so easily on Hal's broad shoulders. I would like to formally recognize our youngest council member ever, Utopia, representing Expeditions. Udicott gestures for Utopia and Uncle Tonin to join her on stage. "Thank you, Melatonin, for your years of service as head of Expeditions." Tonin gives Utopia's shoulder a squeeze. "Utopia's been ready for this since we landed. I'll be staying back to work the comms from here, so I'm always a call away if you need me." Udicott invites the rest of the council to stand and be recognized among the crowd, including your mom, who huffs in annoyance. When the applause dies down and the council sits, Utopia remains standing. "Actually, Auntie Udicott, you'll mind if I just make a quick announcement?" Udicott nods and Utopia clears her throat. "I just wanted to say thanks to y'all who are trusting me with this job," she says, her clear voice ringing out over the crowd. A cheer rises from Expeditions, and she motions for them to quiet down. Uncle Tonin's left some big shoes to fill and, well, I'm gonna give it my best. "We're fixing to get to the bottom of what we're calling the shimmer. The sniffles folks been getting during pollen," Utopia continues. "Until we do, please keep on wearing your masks when the pollen is thick, and let the doc know if you're under the weather." She bends down to hug the governor as she leaves the stage. "Thank you, Utopia," Udicott says warmly, "and thank you to the rest of the council for their service." Live music starts playing and Udicott smiles. "And now it's time for games and feasting." The crowd disperses towards the feasting table. clearing the area of chairs so the children's competitions can be held. Which will you do this year? Well, that's the question. I think less time. Which would be the first time. We managed to win the Botathlon, and in the second year, we didn't win. Do we just continue doing physical stuff? Or should we maybe branch out just a little bit? I think this year I might just go with the talent show. Mars has been studying this technique after being embarrassed by his comedy impressions last year. Her routine this time is more like a celebrity roast. Only the celebrity target is this, and he's not in on the joke. In some places they call that bullying, or verbal harassment. She levels some truly incinerating disses about his clothes and his mannerisms and his weird hobbies, keeping it just this side of too mean. She's a lot more polished than this is stammering impressions, and the judges can't help but smile. Kids. When it's Dissy's turn, he's so embarrassed that he stumbles through the whole routine, a series of knock-knock jokes that get less funny as time drags on, and ends up running off stage before finishing. Aw, poor guy. He really doesn't deserve all this flack that he's getting. Maybe he will find something, some role in this colony that he can grow into. But if this bullying keeps up, I'm a little worried about his mental health. Okay, we do not have a photophonor. We can either sing a folk song from Earth or do a dance routine. Well, in real life, I am awful at both. But which one would our soul prefer? If anything, maybe dance. Because soul really likes being physical. Let's do a dance routine. Let's see. First round. And then maybe like this. And then I keep forgetting we have a bonus to pairs, so I should be trying to do that. This card becomes 2 is at the worst place. Can't really work around that. Let's see. Okay, this will do. Still could have done a tiny bit better, but okay. And we are popular. You're a winner and everyone wants to be your friend. Kudos doubled for 3 months. Well, that's nice. You perform a popular dance from Earth, complete with lip syncing. It's supposed to be done in large synchronized groups, but the older judges recognize it and laugh with nostalgia. Your dad even knows the steps. It's a hit. You win by audience applause. Mars shrugs and shakes your hand. She wasn't really interested in winning anyway. She just wanted to get back at this for last year's performance. After the festivities, you take time off for a much-needed, very relaxing break. Your dad sets up a slip and slide through the colony square, and everyone takes turns sliding on their stomachs and spraying water at each other. It's a lot of fun. You can feel your worries floating away in the hot dust suns. That does sound nice. And we are in mid-dust. Any new happenings around? No, doesn't look like it. We are very close to hitting 33 with animals. We should try for that. Okay, we can still only shovel dirt here. It would earn us some kudos, which currently gets doubled. Maybe next month? Let's continue training here. Anemone loves to train. She says it helps clear her mind. If that's the case, she must love having an empty mind. No one else trains as hard or as long as Anemone. And she's just a gremlin. 5 kudos if total equals goal. Okay, does that get changed with this popular buff? That would be interesting. Let's see if I can make it. Yeah, it's a little unorthodox, but I can make it. Yeah, looks like it does get doubled. Very nice. And we leveled up our animals. Level 2 pets. Upgrade pet cards via relaxing in the park. Which does sound nice. If not for the tiny fact that we do not have any pets yet. Maybe we will find some eventually. Okay, and for the final month of dust, let's shovel some dirt. It's not always shoveling. You sometimes get to control the huge robotic vehicle that has been fitted with a plow. The robo-plow is massive and intimidating and can easily grind through rocks or even trees. But the colony only has one, so you have to be very careful when you give it instructions. You're tasked with taking a bunch of rocks out of a field, and given the robo-plow to do it. Cal loads its software up on his holopalm, and there is a lot going on there. All these digital gauges and a long list of possible subroutines with parameters to enter. Sol, he says, nervously poking at the interface. Do you want to try doing this? We don't have enough reasoning to properly control it. We could try, which seems to be having the same result. Or we can just say, screw the robo-plow and use our muscles. Nature's hydraulics, as our mom said at one time. Okay, 2 duplicates when drawn. That sounds like it's very nice if you're trying to power up your pairs. Let's go full physical. It's what I feel like. The two of you decide you can just dig the rocks out yourselves with some shovels and the backup hand plow. Cal is relieved. This he understands. Your mom thinks you're nuts, but hey, you get the job done, eventually. Hell yeah. Here we go. A whole bunch of games. And it is wet season. And I think... Ooh, what's this? Bobber fruit. Don't mind if I do. Let's see. Nothing immediately concerning here. But I think I'm going to stop here. Usually, glow season is where things get real. I kinda want to keep the wet season for the next episode as a bit of a buffer. So, thank you for watching. If you like this story, then please give the video a like. And as always, I hope to see you in the next one. But until then, have a nice day.